After the massive success of his new beer brand, Harry's Bitter 3.9%, Harry turned into a real brute. There has been widespread rejoicing in Britain over the utter failure of Meghan's Netflix revelation. I'd like to say hello to my pals. Here on Royal Family News Update, we have the latest on the hypocritical royal couple, Harry and Meghan Markle. There appears to be a special beer on tap at a London bar named for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in recognition of the impact of their Netflix documentary. The Duke of Sussex Bar in Chiswick, West London, is now serving Harry's Bitter. The beer tap's insignia, while sporting a patriotic red, white, and blue color scheme, features a portrait of Prince Harry. Despite having a very low alcohol content of 3.9%, the beer is advertised as a royally excellent sip. The Bitter was on sale at the Chiswick bar The Green King before Thursday's release of the controversial docuseries' first 3 episodes. As a result of the uproar over the show, however, the bar has changed its name to Harry's Bitter. A visitor to the pub who saw the new label called it a beautifully British riposte to Harry and Meghan's self-pitying Netflix program. That it was as weak as its namesake and contained appropriately only 3.9% alcohol was another of his criticisms. This occurred after the first episode of Harry and Meghan's Netflix show began airing this week. The very mention of Harry's Bitter 3.9% brought a grin to the faces of any British listener. As one insider puts it, Handbag Harry Beer couldn't have picked a better name. Like in The Wizard of Oz, all that's needed now is for someone to dump a bucket of water or a house on his manipulative spouse. Oh my goodness, you really nailed the advertising for that. I am intrigued by the beer's description and hope to learn more. That's an idea. Hugh. A deep red. Personsonality. Lacking in strength, fortitude, or honesty. Perhaps leaning more toward a beer from the United States than the United Kingdom. Flavor-wise, it's a little watered down and nebulous. I am sad to see this miserable man, but I really like the new weak beer. What is it with depressed British princes and their sad attachment to American women like Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson? And now Harry and yet another American woman? Whether he is a prince or not, he is causing his British relatives unimaginable pain. The Harry and Meghan Whale Ale will always be available. While it may have been marketed as creamy and smooth, the actual taste is much more bitter and unbalanced. You keep hoping the alcohol will numb your taste buds so you can endure the assault on your tongue, but it never seems to take effect. If you spill it, be careful because it will eat the wood floor. A source said, I would give anything to see Prince William and Princess Catherine enjoying a couple of pints of this beer in front of the tap and Harry's picture on the tap. That would really get through to them in the States. 3 episodes, each an hour long, have been released so far, and more are on the way. In the first 3 episodes of the docuseries, Harry claims that the royal family has great degree of unconscious bias and is working with the media to destroy Meghan. He's also made fun of his parents' and brothers' marriage choices. Meghan, a young royal bride, claims she received little help from Buckingham Palace. She says she received no etiquette training and was left to Google the national anthem. She claimed that she avoided wearing bright colors because she was concerned the Queen would find her too intimidating. But some say that Samantha Cohen, the late Queen's trustworthy deputy private secretary, and the ladies-in-waiting gave her orders, so the story needs some rebuttal. Meghan was reportedly offered a number of meetings with high-ranking officials but declined their advice. How depressing. Even the obedient one had to resort to Googling the national anthem. Really? Doesn't her royal husband, Prince Harry, know the words to God Save the Queen? She wouldn't even have needed to learn the tune, just the short 7 lines of verse, because our national anthem uses the same tune as one of the USA's most well-known hymns, America. The trouble with Harry is that he sold out his loved ones and the British people's adoration for the sake of a few coins. To publicly turn one's back on one's own family is the ultimate sign of dishonor and should never be done. He should know better than to air dirty laundry in public. Unfortunately for Meghan, she is clueless. This gruesome duo doesn't just hate the British royal family, they hate Britain itself. "Those Brits need to be taught a lesson," Harry has said. He has been so thoroughly indoctrinated by his wife's fantasies that he no longer recognizes his British heritage. However, he continues to insist that his children be given British titles despite his unwillingness to renounce or cease using his own. This guy is a hypocrite and a dunce. Who knows why the locals in Britain gave Harry's new beer such a derogatory moniker in the first place? I bet they didn't anticipate how poorly received their ridiculous show would be. Common people understand that no decent human being would intentionally harm their loved ones or their country. Without the finger-pointing, innuendo, and disdain for monarchy and country, they could have shared their love story. I am sure he's in for some rough times there, what with her probably blaming him and Netflix. It made everyone happy that the Pallises just pretended they didn't exist and went on with their lives. The most painful response is silence when you're counting on a response to keep the drama going. Are you sure that our country has progressed in all of those ways? The way these people of color and their supporters talk, you'd think we encouraged and facilitated slavery. Nobody is more accepting of differences than the British. We've never been so tired of the constant retaliation until now. It's high time for Britain to rise up and reveal its true past. After Meghan publicly blamed the royal family for hindering her relationship with her niece Ashley Hale, the British public is reportedly working on a new label to name Meghan. Last night, reliable sources within the royal family ridiculed Meghan Markle's claim that she was directed not to invite any members of her family to her wedding to Prince Harry in 2018. According to palace directives, in the Netflix series Harry-Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex discusses a difficult conversation she had with Ashley Hale, the daughter of her estranged half-sister Samantha. According to the woman, it was suggested at the time that we not invite Ashley to our wedding. While Harry and I were on the road, I called her. We filled her in on the guidance we were getting and she seemed to understand. Since it was explicitly stated that Samantha was not invited, the audience is led to believe that Ashley also should not be. According to the Mail on Sunday's source, Meghan made the final call on who would be invited to the wedding. It was her decision, and nobody argued with her. An insider noted the comedy in Meghan's efforts to keep Ashley off camera despite her inclusion in the international Netflix show. Palace insiders have denied the rumor that courtiers tampered with the wedding guest list and have also denied the implication that they tried to prevent Meghan from speaking with Ashley. Ashley breaks down in tears during an interview in one of the 6 episodes. Meghan and I had less and less contact as time went on, and I got the impression that her friendships were being managed, she says. And what do you think of the new beer brand that pays homage to Harry's epic failure? Leave a comment with your thoughts. We really hope that this video was informative for you. If you enjoy it, please subscribe, like, and share. If you enjoyed this newsletter, stay tuned for more. Goodbye.